Got another 90s commercial?
Is this more Playtime propaganda?
Looks just about like it.
Oh, goodness, now they got their hands on silly putty.
Kids will literally eat this up.
Doey?
Can't lie, the jingle goes hard.
I would have wanted this as a kid.
Doey!
Let me guess, Playtime poisoned the Play-Doh or something.
I'm just loving the commercial so far. And it's starting to glitch out.
Oh?
Big fan of whatever this is.
Not a big fan of the footage right now. And we got tapes melting together.
2 for $9.99 is kind of a steal, though. I might buy one even.
Modern-day Lathe Pierre here.
Oh, we got what the...
What was that? Looking like the tar monster. Huh?
Found footage? Oh, it's a Christmas Day recording.
I'm hearing the smiling critters play in the background.
Glad he's joyous, very joyous.
Huggy invites you?
Willy Wonka? Were they recruiting these kids or something?
I don't like where this is going. Yeah, I really don't like this anymore.
We all know how this thing goes.
Oh, we're literally already in the factory.
Don't wander off. Stay right here with them.
And of course, he's got glue in his ears.
Something's about to pop off. I just know it.
He's not listening to a thing I say, is he?
Not even a little bit.
This seems like a dangerous area to leave your kid unattended.
He's going to fall in the vat, isn't he? They keep focusing on it. There's no way.
Yeah, I'm thinking the exact same thing.
Step away, Jack. You ingot, you did this to yourself.
Look at the top. He's dangling.
Kids, this is why you need to listen to your parents.
Is he falling?
Yeah, he's gone.
Jack, this was a very preventable situation, and now you're pancake batter.
Oh, wow. And just like that, we start the chapter.
Round of applause for Poppy Playtime's ability to set the stakes.
They've always had talent directing suspense. Let's see if the game can follow up with the intro.
It's a shame that the parents in this universe have as many brain cells as Doey himself.
No.
Dang, right back into it?
Kissy, I'm coming.
I thought we were at the top,
Listen,
at the end of last chapter.
Go on ahead. Don't wait for me. I won't leave Kissy behind, and I won't sacrifice our plan. Not because of...
We got a plan?
Because of me.
That's what I'm saying. What are we even doing?
Be careful. Down here, it's...
Was there a budget increase? She looks so HD.
It's not like anything you've seen above.
Tell us more.
It's not trying to hide what it is. It's hell. And Playtime wanted it to be.
What are these executives smoking?
But we have allies down here.
We do?
Get to them.
Oh, look behind her. We got a whole warehouse.
Are you serious, Poppy? Jeez, this factory just doesn't end.
Who greenlit this project?
The orphans? Poppy, we're here 10 years later. They're probably all in their late teens.
Assuming that they're still alive. The hour of joy killed the innocent and the guilty.
So I'm still a bit confused on what exactly is going on anymore.
Let's hear it.
So Poppy had a plan to save the orphans, right? Why are the orphans even down here in the first place? Didn't they kill everyone?
From my understanding, all the orphans are toys.
Right, I get that. Grab the crate. Looks like we found our new mechanic in this game.
Now, I'm not sure if that means every human orphan is dead or not, but Poppy seems stern on this whole mission.
Well, Catnap was the last obstacle in the way of the prototype. Why don't we just pull the Band-Aid off and fight the prototype now instead of saving some theoretical orphans?
Say what you just said, but put it into the terms of the real world.
I'm not a fart-sniffing hyena, Joe. I have a morality compass.
These are textures and polygons.
A stuffed animal just doesn't land on my compass, Joe.
Way to break the illusion, you two.
To prison. You know, I remember when we were in a toy factory running away from a cuddly toy.
I do too.
What in tarnation constitutes a toy factory to have Alcatraz buried in the depths?
We're beyond the veil, Donald. This clearly isn't a toy factory anymore.
Obvious answer is obvious, Joe.
Shoot at the wrong thing? I'm going to avoid a joke and just stay quiet.
I wasn't even thinking that, Barack. You're kind of just bringing it upon yourself at this point.
I really try to predict when Donald is going to say something about it, and it just ends up backfiring.
While you two lug nuts were talking about middle school jokes, I've discovered a key feature with this new fireball hand. We can light things on fire.
Obvious feature is obvious.
Not obvious enough, otherwise we would have already been halfway to the toy penitentiary.
This is going to be a very long game if we can't keep it together for more than 30 seconds.
It's going to be a very long game regardless.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing?
Are these all toys? Just a massive dump of what the factory didn't sell?
That's too enthusiastic for this game, Barack, and you know that.
These aren't just fluff and stuff because I saw one hit the gritty in the crosswalk.
Oh boy.
Yep. Shouldn't have assumed that we would have safe travels. And this isn't even the prison yet. We're just standing in the trash heap from Toy Story 3. What?
We just got flashbanged.
Well, now the prototype knows we're here.
It's too bright. Wait, they're closing the door. Come out here and face me like a man.
That thing is sealed shut.
Oh, it's about to pop off, isn't it? Yep, knew it.
What the
Was
freak?
that a spider monkey or something?
You might want to keep running.
There's multiple coming out of the woodwork. And they're
There's
jumping.
like 15 after you, Don.
How do they keep chasing me? Look at the way they're jumping.
Goodness.
Start popping those caps, Donald. They're not just going to magically stop. Or maybe they are.
Are we good? Are we good? Yeah, we're good.
I wonder if that thing is going to open. I guess not.
Is this the way we gotta go? Hold on, let me step on all of these corpses really quickly.
Do it fast because something tells me that those creatures aren't too far behind.
Oh, joy, this gimmick again.
At least we get to talk to our friend Olly.
Hey, it's me again, Olly.
What happened to your jolly tone?
I wanted to talk to you
Signal's breaking up.
before you go inside. Everything you've seen out here, the piles, dead,
There were a lot of
they
them.
all came from inside.
We got a graveyard down here, too?
Believe me, everything Poppy said about this place is true.
Wasn't doubting it.
It's hell. But she also hasn't seen it like I have. It's worse now.
Ollie, how do I open this door?
Worse than ever.
Or don't answer, that's cool, too.
Just try to stay safe. Please,
We'll try, Olly.
don't let your guard down for even a second.
We won't.
I'll try to help you when I can.
Dang, he sounded really stressed out.
Did you notice how different Ollie's voice was from the 3rd chapter and the 4th chapter? You don't find that suspicious?
Why are you running around in circles?
Because I'm trying to figure out why a child has a different voice, you crouton.
As always, interesting choice of free will.
We got a letter here. And a corpse, of course. You know, this might be the first one of this game so far.
I'd be surprised if we weren't expecting these bodies.
We cannot be serious right now.
One yap session later.
Thanks for the useless letter, Corpsey. I'll be sure to ignore it just as you've been ignored.
In case we skipped it, that was a letter regarding the situation in this prison, presumably by one of the inmates.
Very depressing. Talked about trying to help others in any way they can, even knowing her life was done for.
I'm just going to say this right now. The hour of joy was deserved.
Okay, I don't know about that one.
Kind of hard to defend the employees when there's a pile of limbs as pillow pets.
You know you're on the wrong side of the argument when Joe is disagreeing with you.
Hopefully we can finally make progress up here.
Oh,
I'm just going to take this and leave you to whatever is going on in here.
Man's whole skull was the size of the toilet. That's how you know it got nasty in there.
All right, let's watch this tape here. If it's boring, I'm kicking the TV.
Hey, Cole. Hey, Norm. 2 o'clock, huh? Best time of the day. Yeah.
prison guards?
So, what block are you again?
They're nothing to the world's best security
Can't say I
guard.
hear much about that one.
You wouldn't.
High security?
Highest security.
Cushy. No, we getting the east? Toys banging on the walls.
Oh boy.
For their
Maybe
parents.
because they aren't toys, you sickos. I hope the prototype sliced you in half.
It goes all day and night. And it just wears on you, you know?
Then quit.
I'd kill for a little security. And quiet.
Is this a pity party?
Right. Know what we get in the North? Things. Whatever they aren't people anymore. Their cells might as well be cages.
That's what a cell is. Do you understand the monstrosity of this now?
Twisted. Just instincts and anger. That's all that's left of them.
Sure, but at least then it's not like yelling at your own kids for them to be quiet, though, you know? I mean, if you had to listen to them...
What the?
Oh, great.
So much for our 2 o'clock.
Yeah, we really do have it rough, don't we?
I know they did not just complain about having it rough after talking about thousands of orphans being tortured. Trying to make me feel sorry for these guys? Yeah, I'm sorry I wasn't here to see you ripped to shreds.
You know the tapes are most likely going to get worse, right?
Maybe the Hour of Joy was deserved.
If I find those guards in these prisons, I'm Gangnam styling all over their cobwebbed bones.
Last time we got on a train, it derailed and we got found by a giant feline.
Well, this time doesn't look good either. They took my hands, and it's pitch black.
Can't be too cautious with this game.
What?
Oh?
Why did the TV turn on? Do we have another awful instructional video we have to sit through?
Now what's this?
Uh-oh.
Do I feel something squirming its way beneath my skin?
Well, if it isn't the virus.
An invasive foreign little germ.
Ironic comment coming from you.
But I see.
We're in danger. A lot of danger.
He can control the floor? What sort of malware is this thing?
We can't trust anything in here.
Remember, we're on a train.
Is it just the tracks, or is he shaking it?
Along the shadows above, and only managed to squirm all the way down here, but by the barest skin of your teeth.
We actually did pretty well.
Shadows here that will be of use to you.
That's something for me to decide.
Beneath your feet is yours.
Now he's
You
controlling
weenie.
the floor.
Cooked. Can't fight us on fair terms.
Not from me.
Well, we'll just see about that because you just struck beef with the world's best security guard.
If he was a smart antagonist, he would have ended us.
That does not appear to be the case.
But it seems he's not smart enough.
Where are we now? Escape the prison? I thought that was the whole reason we were down here.
That was before our plans were foiled by a rogue EXE.
What the?
That's a hanging body.
Poppy was right about this place not trying to hide itself.
Well, you seem pretty busy at the moment, so I'll let you be.
He was going to have as much dialogue as a dead tree stump.
Kinda did it to himself for working with an evil company. Next time, work at a brewery or the CIA or be a mailman. Something more innocent.
And be a horrible father, too, while you're at it.
I saw you squeak by. That's concerning.
What, the fact that we have company or the fact that he evaporated?
Maybe it's the...
Look who it is.
Well, maybe it's him now.
Hello?
You're darn tootin'. We got more company than just the computer man.
Keep a close eye out for anything suspicious, Donald.
I think I just found the suspicion right here. Close doors to stop critters from pursuing.
I'm not much for being a guessing man, but something tells me that we're going to be running from these things.
Bink! Hope you like a well-done steak because this thing is cooked.
A good question that Donald raised earlier was, what is our goal now? Because we already figured out what happened to our co-workers.
What do I got to do here? Light this thing on fire?
To answer your question, Barack, even if we wanted to leave, we wouldn't be able to, because the prototype will just use us like a coat hanger.
What a nothing burger. I'm on my way to harass more stuffed animals.
Our main objective is getting rid of him, and of course, whoever is aiding him, which seems to be Computer Man.
Right. I guess it was kind of a dumb question, considering we're on somebody's homemade snuff tape.
Finally found the way to go after being trapped in here for what felt like an actual 10 years.
It always...
Oh my gosh, look what happened to this guy.
That's gotta
I'll
hurt.
take this, though.
Hey, look, it's the original hand from the first chapter.
Looks like everything comes full circle.
Can we finally get out of here now? And look what the cat dragged in.
I just noticed this guy's name is the Doctor.
Disoriented. Heavy breathing is indicative of fear. And rightly so.
Nobody's afraid of you, pal.
Response to said fear. I'm pushed into
Something tells me he wants us to be afraid of him.
Whoa!
Yeah, we're about to get jumped.
What did I do?
They just seem to hate you.
They're coming on all sides. It's going down.
Shoot the fireball, Donald. What are you doing?
How long is this gonna last? They've been rearing their heads at me for hours.
It's been 30 seconds, but I understand how that can be confusing.
Why are they faster down here? They weren't this bad in play care.
Maybe because they're more hungry? Hard to imagine someone ruthless as Catnap, but this guy could probably be a rival.
If there's ever a Poppy Playtime movie, you could always be the actor, Joe.
Hopefully I'll be able to deliver the expectations set for my career.
Can we talk about this at a different time, please?
I've seen enough.
Have
Whoa,
you?
they're just all coming at me.
You may proceed.
So now is it a good time to discuss my acting career?
Let me scan this thing first before you guys yap about whatever millennial garbage you have to say.
Perfect. So yeah, my acting career.
What's even going on with that? I didn't even know you had any remote interest in acting, but here we are.
Well, I was already president, and I was wondering what else.
Shut up.
The name's Yarnaby. Would you Warnaby, my friend?
I regret interrupting you, Joe.
In terms of acting, I was just wondering what else I could accomplish with this life of mine.
Just stick your talent under the sun, ready for the viewing, yeah?
Just like how I'm manhandling these bars with my big, strong muscles. They don't call me the world's best strongman for nothing.
But I figured I could have a Stan Lee role in films where he just makes a cameo and kind of dips out. And that's about it.
That would work if you wrote things, Joe. You put the toilet paper roll over and call it talent.
By the way, over is the proper way to have the toilet paper.
Are you kidding me, Olly? How about you come out of the refrigerator so we can hear you?
Well, all we know now is that we have to watch out for something. Maybe it's the doctor he's referring to.
We already knew about the doctor causing some problems. Can only wonder what message Olly is trying to relay to us here.
Do I need to find a key for that door?
Why do you keep asking questions we don't know the answer to?
And how do I get rid of this tutorial?
Root back to answer 1.
Oh boy.
Looks like we found the party room. Did you guys have a fun time getting wasted?
Must have been a Florida State college party.
Good thing I listed Barron to BYU. What the? All right then.
Looks like this got dark really quick.
Excuse me, pardon me, coming through.
I don't think that they'll be getting in the way anytime soon.
A red key card? This is probably going to unlock one door and that's it.
Still can't get rid of the tutorial I see. It is a new game, so I wouldn't be surprised if this was a bug.
Excuse me, pardon me, coming through.
This is like trying to move around someone in the middle of Black Friday shopping.
Those bargain hunters are always made up of the worst creatures alive.
You know, we've been doing it a lot more, but it still feels weird not to be actively guiding you guys through a game.
You mean you have to actually sit around for the ride?
I've always sat around anyways, but again, going in blind is a different experience.
Are you serious? We got more of this?
This time, actually bring out your flair so they run.
Wait a minute.
What?
Before I start the next part, I'm restarting.
What? Why?
Because this tutorial screen is not going away.
Not surprised for a game that just came out.
Is it good now? Cool, I might not go insane anymore. Never mind, we're definitely going insane. What is this thing? Oh, wait,
red smoke!
That's red smoke that's filling
Put on our gas
room.
mask.
Barack, I don't think we have one.
What? How did we lose it?
I don't know, but it wasn't in our
What
inventory.
am I supposed to do? How do I stop the red smoke?
I think you got to get into that control room somehow.
Look around for any doors or hidden passageways. Maybe even a hole in the ground or something.
Wait, I found it.
No way.
This is the way we're supposed to go.
I don't know how much time we got left until we pass out, but we better hurry up before we find out.
Well, there's our problem right there. Now what do we do about it?
Stop standing so close to the smoke. We're not trying to huff galaxy gas.
There's got to be another way.
It's somewhere around here.
Right here. I got to take off these planks.
Look at our vision.
We're so cooked, it's not even funny.
Please tell me the exit is right here. Are you serious?
Yeah, we're dead.
I can't see. And we're dead.
At least we know the timing.
They forcefully pressed the alcohol glasses onto our face after a minute. Got it.
I'll see what I can do with that information. Wait, we spawn right here?
Seems like Donald kinda helped.
I hope the doctor doesn't mind that I phoned a friend to help avoid his Russian torture methods.
And then we go through here? Oh, I get it.
Seems like you had the right idea, Donald, but the game just didn't allow you to pass through.
Not surprised that the world's best security guard gets the steel-toe boot lodged firmly where the sun doesn't shine.
And then we just put this here, and then turn it, and hopefully that shuts off the valve.
If I Love Lucy has taught me anything, it's to avoid comical scenarios and be smart around a valve.
What a mythical reel pull.
What? Oh, I still got to get out of here.
Yeah, I was about to say just because you shut off the valve doesn't mean that the smoke goes away.
Can we get the gas mask back now? I actually liked it when there wasn't a hole in my lungs from plutonium.
We got some sort of code here? You know, I will say that the puzzles aren't too bad, but there's some that are just kind of annoying rather than puzzling.
I think one of the criticisms that I saw from Chapter 3 was the fact that getting chased while doing puzzles is way more of a challenge than people think it is.
What am I looking around for? There's just random numbers on the calendar. Am I supposed to put these in?
I just thought there were too many puzzles. I thought I was playing Poppy Playtime, not Honey Pop.
How do you know about Honey Pop?
How do you know about it?
Well, whatever is going on between you two, that code was not correct, so I got to figure out what I'm missing.
Barack, I think I already see it.
Check the cage, so I got to coordinate the numbers with the letters.
So let me think about this for a second. If we're fighting a computer virus, just how exactly are we going to fight him? Do we just fry his circuit board?
I think this is right. And it was.
My guess is...
Oh, it's sucking up the red smoke. I thought I did something bad there for a second.
But back to what I was saying, if he's a computer, we're probably going to have a similar charge function with our hand like last chapter with the Catnap fight.
Wow, it's a dang good thing that I avoided that glass because the pressure just melted it.
Well, yeah, but we don't have our green hand, so I'm thinking of ways we could possibly take down this tyrannical SSD.
Do I go through here? Okay, didn't seem the safest. After all, you can never really tell with this factory.
Yeah, for all you know, that could have came crashing down on your head. We don't really know what the doctor can and can't control.
Something I've noticed about all these terrifying toys is that they always love to play with their food.
Well, except for Huggy Wuggy. When that thing saw you, it was on sight.
Dog Day 2, if we're counting him, but he was an ally until he was amalgamated like the Thing movie.
I still cannot believe they sawed that man in half and had him looking like a slinky. I wonder whose idea that was.
Either the prototype or Catnap.
Well, this is certainly doing a lot.
I'm guessing we're going to have to find a battery pack or something.
Well, better get to... What was that?
Thought I just saw some light in the corner of my eye.
We got a control room here? I feel like we're about to direct a spaceship to land on the moon.
With all the experiments going on at this place, maybe that was next on the chopping block.
Sending mommy long legs into the darkness of space might actually rid this place of the spider jokes.
Oh, don't worry. They'll be around during this playthrough at some point.
So when I do this door closes. And when I do this, that door closes.
So are you thinking what I'm thinking?
There either has to be a way around this wall so I can turn both of them on, or there's got to be a way to keep the doors open. And I think I just found the ticket.
What could possibly be the purpose of adding this contraption in a toy factory? How will this thing guarantee a boost in profit margin?
You could say the same thing about this entire factory.
I'm starting to wonder if Mark Zuckerberg is funding this business.
No, because Mark Zuckerberg knows how to run a business.
You know,
Oh, great.
I never thought I'd see another like you.
An alpha male?
A human.
That too.
Certainly not an employee like you.
Interesting.
But something makes you different. I can tell that much.
We're three guys in one.
I can't say what exactly that something is.
I'm the LeBron James of security guards.
Kind of surprised you didn't say Jordan.
The others you faced, 1170, 1188, 1222.
Is he talking about the other toys?
He must be.
Let's try our hand at something a little different. Oh, Yarnaby.
You're grabbing a yarn-infested golden retriever? How am I going to be scared of that?
Are we waiting for something? Oh,
That's a very big yarn dog.
Pitbull owners will see this and then name their dog Princess.
geez.
Wonder what made him
Wait,
so
his
angry.
mouth opens sideways.
Keep making this enjoyable for me. I'll be taking notes.
I already know what we got to do. We got to find battery packs that are going to help put down this rabies-infested roach.
Are you sure?
Actually, I think you just got to put it in the right socket.
Too bad we got to where the wild things are lion roaming around here.
I'm preparing for a jump scare as soon as we enter a new area.
Now you're just bringing it upon you.
Whoa now!
He's already out here?
He can't climb up the wall, right?
I'm hoping he's not...
Is that Mr. Fantastic?
That is a big arm!
Now I wonder who that was.
I don't.
Avoid detection from Yarnaby. Looks like we got some stealth going on here.
I really hope that he's not walking around these tunnels, because we would be so cooked.
I won't be able to figure that out if you keep screaming, Donald. Whoa!
Back up!
Wow, he is massive.
He doesn't see me.
Keep talking that loud, and he will.
Now what do we do?
Doey?
What's he about to do?
So does this mean he's a good guy?
He has this stupid cowardly lion distracted, so he's good enough for me.
Make sure you don't make too much noise, otherwise that overgrown prehistoric creature is going to eat us alive.
I think we're in the clear. I mean, if he can jump up here, he deserves to eat us.
How much longer until I make that doctor look for a new cable provider?
As long as we have more notes to read, you'll have to hold your Yarnabies.
I really hope it's not as long as the last one. We cannot be for real.
So that letter was just about the doctor becoming even more unlikable.
And, oh my gosh, that scared the urine away from my tract.
Okay, that was a bit more detailed than I wanted it to be, but we live and we learn.
Is he still there?
He's just spawn camping me at this point. How do we even get rid of him?
Either Doey is going to give us another distraction, or we have to go at a timed interval.
Turned around. Now he's
Hit
not.
the hole, Obama. I'm not trying to become puppy chow.
I'm in. What am I doing? Get
He's
in.
pulling you back, Obama.
Calm down. We got through it. We're good.
Yeah, for now.
Jeez.
Is he gone?
I thought I just heard a flap close, like a sort of doggy door. I'd still be on my guard, though. You can never really tell with this game.
You were absolutely right, though, Joe. He is massive.
I have zero idea on how we're going to fight this thing.
Someone bring out his evil big brother, Yarn Scar.
Uh-oh.
That's Yarnaby. Run!
I can't. It's not letting me.
We're thinking with our head on the floor.
Yep, I'd get to running.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Start hitting those corners, Obama. Leave him in the dust.
Doey?
Him again?
I'm caught on the box.
You are so awful, Obama.
Insult me when we're safe. Get in!
What are we doing?
Okay, I think we're in the clear.
I just want to say this. The crouching mechanic is all sorts of messed up. It's like I'm trying to hit the worm when I'm being chased by a yarn lion.
Is it me, or do these vents look a lot cleaner than the ones in the last chapter?
Very interesting thing to focus on.
We got another key card here. That should come in handy.
We got another cutout?
What's this one got to say?
Hello, I'm Pianosaurus.
Can't wait to see what horrors are revealed on this tape.
So, Ms. Graver, have you considered what we talked about?
I don't like Lathe Pierre.
Yes, Mr. Pierre. I won't lie. I was at a loss for words at first.
At being evil?
Information hit me pretty hard. I felt so badly. I still do. For the ones that go through the,
If you remember, Stella is the head of the play care, by the way.
You really care about them?
Yes. It hurts to...
Then stop being involved.
To see them hurt. I don't think there's any way around that feeling.
Yeah, that's your conscience.
But...
Nope, she's lost.
I did some soul searching.
And lost it?
And got to thinking about the bigger picture. About what your researchers wrote.
Yep, she's gone.
Well, the work itself, what you've all been able to do, I mean, it's nothing short of a miracle.
Filling them with polyester?
I know you have more goals to hit, but even as is, just, wow.
The glaze is crazy.
Do they know when it'll be fully ready?
We're still working out the timeline.
They had way bigger plans, huh?
I see.
You know, the project lead, Dr. Sawyer, wasn't sure about giving you that information in the first place.
Is that old cable box?
Those kids could be a liability. What do you think about that?
I took this job because I wanted to help change kids' lives for the better.
This is far from that.
Of course, these procedures are far from ideal. I cried like a baby when I read them.
But
I started looking past the here and now. Started looking down the road a bit. And that's when it clicked.
Are we serious?
What your researchers can do down here will someday help a lot of people out there. Including so many kids.
This is a coping mechanism if I've ever heard it.
That's a bigger and better change than I could ever have hoped to make.
no way we're rationalizing
It's a
this.
change I want to help make.
I knew you'd understand.
And then they all died.
The good ending.
You know what this whole situation basically is, Obama?
What?
Playtime? Don't turn me into marketable plushies. Playtime! That, but a bit more complicated.
You know what? I give it an A for accuracy.
So what do we got to do now? There's a door over there, but it looks blocked off.
Maybe we got to slink across that ledge.
You know, you just might be...
Look at the
What
ground!
Pianosaurus?
Wait, he doesn't know we're here.
Well, now he knows.
Maybe he's deaf, like Beethoven was.
I really hope so.
You better kill that hope.
How did this even happen? Are we really this stupid?
Is this supposed to happen?
It's been real, boys. Wait!
This is what
Doey?
happens when you mess with me. I get my goons on you.
What is he doing?
There we go.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
he's just
let
going
him
to
have
town.
it.
Wow!
We talk over each other.
Get out of here, keyboard mouth.
It's not over yet?
What is Doey doing to that thing?
Oh,
No thank you, Doey. I'm okay.
That hit the spot.
you ate him?
I haven't eaten in weeks.
That's not even in the question anymore.
Whoa, don't get too close, Doey. We're not cool just yet.
I won't eat you.
Yeah, really funny, Doey.
Oh.
I'm Doey.
Markiplier?
I was told to expect you.
In a good way?
Whoa now.
Follow me.
I think you're forgetting something.
Follow Doey. Well, hopefully we don't get absorbed.
So am I the only one that heard Markiplier?
Yeah, I kind of did, but I think it would be a lot more obvious if they put in someone famous. For example, Jacksepticeye was in a VHS tape in Chapter 2, but we missed it.
Why didn't you point it out?
Yeah, I threw on that one.
What's up, Doey?
Like an evil Santa.
I never gave them an answer they liked.
Doey is an interesting creature amalgamation.
I hope he's on our side because I don't like his stretch abilities at all. Reminds me of a certain spider that shall not be named.
Doey, you gotta stop popping around these corners.
Wait, what is he?
Well, all right then.
There's some nasty falls in this place, but I can get you across. Oh yes, definitely.
Pillsbury Doughboy just turned himself into the Golden Gate Bridge and our character isn't saying a thing.
Seems like we're taking the role of a silent protagonist.
At the worst time in the century, how about you talk to these orphans and beg them to stop trying to eat us?
Considering that they're all being controlled by the prototype, it's best to not try to bargain with them.
Which is why I'm wondering what reason Doey has for helping us.
Well, Poppy said that we have allies down here. He could be the ally in question.
Oh. Have you seen Poppy anywhere?
Right on time.
Olly said she was around. Somewhere.
A few miles towards the surface.
Also said you can trust me. I read.
All right, so much for that voice dialogue.
What are you gonna... Oh,
There's a safe place up ahead. It's not too far from here.
I can't tell if he's silly putty or Play-Doh.
Right. You can't fit through here.
yeah, Donald's put on too much weight for that.
Did you see him?
Pal, let's see if we can't get these doors open. You check out there. I'll look back here.
He had the stomach of a fat Italian plumber.
Get out of the prison yard. I saw some chains lying around on some spools. Might have to use those.
By the way, is it just me, or is the objective sound way too loud? It sounds like I'm sitting next to a tuba.
Yeah, even my ears are starting to hurt.
And that's how you know it's a problem.
Can this help?
What's up?
This thing is going to treat us like a whack-a-mole.
This was once a work yard, you know.
Why are you so angry?
Maybe two would be here at any given time.
Oh?
During the day, they'd have us work. Whatever they wanted us to do, we'd do it.
The hour of joy was deserved. I rest my case.
Ones. At night, when no one important was watching, they'd take them. Stick them in here.
Doey, how do I get out of here?
For one of you this week, they'd say, which of you will it be? They'd watch from up there. It was usually over within minutes. The guards, they'd be hysterical. Nobody died. No, because then people would know. But the next day and every day after, they would work. Oh, yeah. Hard as they could. And they'd never cause trouble again.
Yeah, this thing is going to be a problem.
The more and more I hear about this company, the more and more I'm starting to realize that the hour of joy really was kind of deserved.
It is certainly getting very hard to defend Playtime Co. under any circumstance.
I don't know how much we're going to cut from that, but that took way longer than it should have.
That was a solid 25 minutes of you wandering around the halls like a lost dog day.
These puzzles lack a lot more direction.
What do you mean by that?
This chapter has a very open atmosphere, and that makes it difficult to know what exactly it wants from you.
It heard one thing about Joe becoming an actor and had to kill any interest he has in the game.
Why is Doey just standing like that? Also, shut up, Donald.
Couldn't get through for a second.
Is this thing just always running away from us?
Oh, look, we got another letter.
Please be a bit shorter.
You got too wishful thinking.
Wait!
Why do you do the things you do?
Doey, we've walked in circles for the past 3 minutes. Please get us to our destination.
In a pretty bad state, so we try to keep the power off in here. I'll turn it on for you, though. It'll open a door downstairs.
You know, this entire game has happened in the span of 1 day. I wonder how tired our character is.
I've only done an hour so far, and my back feels like it needs to crack.
And there Doey just is, smiling away as we do his dirty work.
Not worth saving orphan toys if we can't get our hands dirty.
Isn't that really the whole reason why we took office? To help the country?
Yes, but some of us left Candy Cadet in charge while we went on vacation.
Thank you. I don't know why your voice got sour at the end, but it's okay.
I'm telling you that Doey is going to be the key factor to this chapter. Did you see the force that man had when he put down the piano gator?
I thought it was a piano dinosaur.
Pretty much the same thing.
Can I stop getting lens flared?
Guess I'll see you inside.
This Chum is Fum monster is going to give me the heebie-jeebies.
What the?
It's Kissy
Poppy?
Missy.
Why? Oh,
who is that?
Whoa!
You gonna explain who this is, Poppy?
Whatever it is, it has a lot of legs.
Did anybody else notice the way Kissy Missy is injured?
Yeah, from the end of last chapter.
You can let us go now, Kissy Missy.
We should be able to make it into the safe haven from there.
Well, I guess not.
We still have no answers on what was that thing.
It was probably either the doctor or the prototype. Either way, it was the first time we ever saw anything like that.
Go.
Now would you please let go of us? You have the grip of Gorilla Glue.
Is this the entrance? We can't get in. Hurry up, Kissy.
That's a nice little drawing right there.
The duality of two men is defined by you two. Also, notice how the tub of lard is missing?
Whoa, look at this.
It's like a whole underground fortress.
Is that Scoutbot sentient?
What's going on?
Look at how he pops out of the cut.
Kissy! Goodness.
At least she survived. We heard some awful noises.
We need to get her help. Now!
Poppy. Is that
Huh? Why is he questioning her?
right? Take her to one of the beds. I'll check the defenses.
Can't you slip through the defenses?
Still outside.
Something. It's him. He's out there.
You brought him down?
What? It's that bad?
We'll talk about this later.
I don't like this guy.
I'll make sure out there is where he stays.
Oh,
I did not know it got this serious down here. So does that mean that the whole time when the power was off, this place was off?
So are you going to tell us which op slid on you? Because we'll ride for our dog.
I don't think it could be anyone else but the prototype.
Okay?
So now what's the plan, Poppy? What can we even do?
Tempers are not calm right now.
I didn't know it had gotten this bad.
Haven't they been stalked by the claw machine?
I need to make this right.
And how do we do that?
What I said on the elevator, it's true. The orphans weren't killed during the hour of Joey. They were taken.
Wasn't that 10 years ago? Shouldn't they be fully functional adults by now?
Prototype's home. They are alive, but sleeping.
Interesting.
They're with him. And he knows we're here.
I'd be surprised if he didn't know.
If we're going to free them and stop the prototype, we need to plan for both at the same time.
That sounds like an absolutely awful idea.
From Playcare, it's an accelerant. All it needs is high pressure and a little spark, and it ignites.
Is that so?
The plan is this. We'll fill the foundation with smoke and line it with old mining charges. Then once you, me, and Kissy have freed the orphans, our friends here will blow this place sky high.
Wow, you were right on the money, Don.
What happens to the creatures that are here, Poppy? Have you thought of that?
See what he needs. I'll be here.
Well, this is our opportunity to see what we got working with in this place.
It sort of reminds me of a safe area that they would have in certain Halo missions. Although this isn't really the sort of safe area I had in mind. A lot less cozy. What do you want?
Something I want to talk to you about.
Hopefully we don't die a horrible death while we're in here.
That's not something I would want to foreshadow.
I heard what you did above. What you survived.
Well, I am the world's best security guard and platformer.
We need your help.
Of course you do.
The voice out there. The one in the prison. They called him the Doctor.
See, I was right.
Dr. Harley Sawyer. He was the scientist in charge of creating us.
He has some hatred in that name.
We don't know what he is, how he's still alive, but he works with the prototype.
Now you sound like Patrick Starr.
Starving us, making us sick, and...
Calm down, Doey. Everything is all right.
He might have actually listened to you.
He controls it all with an omni hand, we think. The executives used them.
I'll be taking that from his possession in roughly several hours.
Master control to anything in the entire factory. And with it, he commands everything down here. Everything but this.
A Samsung freezer?
Runs completely on its own grid, away from the prison. For a time, it kept us safe. But now...
Are we just your little errand boy?
I need you to stop the Doctor. To take his omni-hand. We'll need it for the generator.
If this runs completely off the prison grid, then how is the Omni-Hand actually going to be of use?
We'll need it too. The toys out there in Safe Haven. They're my family.
So they are alive?
I understand what Poppy wants. What she believes is right. Destroy the factory. Destroy him. But I ask you to consider.
Yep, I can already tell this is going to be really problematic come the end of this thing.
Everyone. Just to kill the prototype. How much do we
I'm going to back up from you, Doey. This isn't a really convincing argument.
The others might believe it's right. That we should bury everything. But... let's just think about it.
Doey, I gotta get home, so whichever way makes his wires get cut is the way I'm taking.
There's sewer access inside. That's your safest path to the no man's land.
Looks like we know what we got to do.
But if you need to catch your breath, our safe haven is also yours.
We're about 2 hours deep. I think I need to take a few days off.
I think I need to take a few weeks off.
You know what? We steal everything else from Corey Kenshin. Might as well steal his breaks, too.
Time to give this doctor a taste of his own medicine.
I'm going to explore around the safe haven. Is this a memorial?
There's a picture there.
Well, sorry for your loss, Picky Piggy.
Yeah, I can only assume it's for the ones that didn't make it this far.
And here I am wondering how they got so many candles down here.
They got a shop here?
What's Poppy doing here? I don't know. They just let her in.
What?
Why? That's inviting a whole lot of trouble we don't need. I mean, how do we even know we can trust her this time?
What did she do?
So let's just be careful, especially around her new friend.
Is that us?
Can't forget that. Shh. I think they might be listening.
Well, I was kind of looking right at you, so...
Hey, I'm Chicken. Wanna go outside and hang out?
Why do they have the Valorant bird cutout down here?
A lot of questions with this new safe haven.
I have several I wanted to ask.
Is going to be okay?
I hope so, kid. We kind of need her to fight the prototype.
I'm noticing a pattern of dictatorship down here.
Cool soccer goal, Piggy.
I'll be sure to get Messi's autograph for you if you make it out of here.
By the way, this started at a receptionist desk, if you can believe that.
So I've been thinking, Joe.
You miss Mommy Longlegs.
Well, now I'm thinking about using your teeth as a can opener, but I was originally thinking about the lore of this game.
There's a lot to digest here. Hello, chicken thing.
What about the lore?
So I understand that the toys are just the orphans from the orphanage that they ran, but why did Playtime necessarily do it? It couldn't have been for profit. There's no way this would be worth the money.
I haven't brushed up on my Poppy Playtime lore, and it's most likely still being revealed, but I believe their motive was to employ the orphans' ass toys to increase production.
These cursed cardboard cutouts really give me the creeps.
So sore.
These toys, too, while we're at it.
I haven't been able to move for hours.
You know, I can see the workload increase already.
Away from me.
Okay, relax. I wasn't going to do anything.
Geez, this place is in shambles.
Last much longer.
Preaching to the choir.
Do you have any food?
You're not going to like this answer, kid.
I have a pack of Skittles in my pocket, but I bought them for me. We do have this cool VHS tape that we're going to watch, though.
It sounds like an oil rig or something.
I can't tell what that is on the TV screen.
Long way down.
Warrenbuck, huh?
This is what we have to work with. Do you believe it's doable? Sure. Yeah.
Oh, he's definitely evil.
Doable. Good. Remember, our timetable here is tight. If there's anything you need from me, do not hesitate.
Actually, I've got something I want to talk to you about. It's important.
I'm listening.
My company. We've built a lot for you over the years, and believe me, we've always been accommodating. We just...
So they built everything.
To do.
And your point here is...
I don't like what I'm supposed to be building here.
Is this a voice of reason?
The game station. Whatever. It'll be fun for the kids. Underground production.
Giving them arachnophobia?
Sure. Maximize production. Makes a kind of sense. As much as any of us, I suppose. But this... What in the world would a toy company need with a prison? When my
Thank you.
In Playcare, all Mr. Ludwig could talk about was how much good it could do. And all you needed was a look at the man to know he believed every word of it.
How long has Playcare been around?
Still the same company. If we're gonna make this thing for you, then I need that assurance. It's a game. Something for the kids. Anything.
You're joking.
He does not seem to be joking.
Mr. Ritterman?
Let me give you a bit of history, friend. In 1972, you signed a contract, a legally binding piece of paper that says whatever is asked of you, you do it. We asked.
That sounds like an awful contract, if you ask me.
In 1990, you signed another, a renewal.
So he set himself up for failure.
You'd have found a small clause. Any and all directives will be accomplished in the appropriate time and with appropriate compensation should the project be completed to satisfaction. Your name rests at the bottom of that document, and I remember because it was the ugliest bit of cursive I've ever seen. So now,
this guy is a slug.
Because we've given you a directive.
Mr. Ritterman, we're near the...
Yes. Yes, we are. All of us.
He's crazy, too.
On a ledge. Great things are coming. Great things that will someday make a lot of people very happy. But to do so, to make that dream real, we need this. Otherwise, there's a place we're all for. Together.
His accent certainly isn't helping him.
And I don't like get angry. I get paid to see that things get done. And this like everything else, will get done.
I hope the prototype had a 12-course meal with that guy.
Gotta admit, the devs did a really good job at making all of these employees unlikable. Got more plushies and another tape here.
Mine too. When's the last time you ate?
You guys are toys. How do you even have to eat?
Feels like forever.
More importantly, what do they even eat?
Which will kill us first, you think? The doctor or hunger? I prefer not to even think about it.
Considering the piles of cadavers outside, I don't think it's a topic up for debate.
Laith Pierre saw insurance companies and really said, "Hold my beer."
I'm surprised all of these papers are in such good condition after almost a decade.
Project overview, safe haven.
So looking this over, the entire project construction is what we're in right now.
This seems like it was originally designed for the workers to have a bunker-like break room. Its own power grid, protective doors, and escape routes. No wonder the toys can use this to keep away from the prototype.
I think I just found one of the escape routes. Looks like a groundhog did some renovations on it, though.
Every chapter I ask this, but how big is this factory? Just how successful were their toys to build Hollow Earth?
I think this is connected to a cave system as well.
I think you might be wrong, Poppy. You won.
It's the best for everyone, Doey. That no trace of this place is left.
Where are they at?
How many children were there?
Dang. It's sort of numbing to realize these were really all kids with hopes and dreams. What a parallel to real life.
Because it does happen in real life, Joe. Not to this extent, but how many injustices do some children face?
That's the whole point government-funded agencies exist, so they can fight these injustices.
What caused them in the first place, Obama?
What? What are you talking about?
I mean, from what way did the blood splatter?
Is this a shot at me or Joe?
Do you think it is?
What constitutes as justice if everything does some sort of injustice?
That's a question you ask when you've already gone too far.
Speaking of looking at injustices, we got another letter to read.
I feel like some of these people had good intentions with the orphans. That letter talked about this kid named Matthew who came to the orphanage after an accident took the lives of his family. And he was such a kind-hearted leader that Claire was considering bringing him onto the staff.
Did you not read the last part? The very end of that report talked... And now we got Olly.
Geez, don't get too excited.
Hey, can you hear me?
Ollie's stuck in the evil containment wave again.
When you get the Omni...
You're supposed to talk away from the box fan, you ingot.
Thank you, Olly, for the very insightful comments.
Geez, look at this guy.
Did Dracula treat his veins like a Capri Sun?
Just means we have another passenger along for this puzzle.
With all these puzzle games in mind, I wonder how your puzzle-loving son is doing.
Don't remind me. It's been a tough week for me and Baron.
Why's that?
So I took the family out for some classic dining the other day. He was sitting next to me playing his strategy games, just being classic Baron.
Okay.
All of a sudden, I see out of the corner of my eye that he pulls up Discord on his phone, and he's talking to this person with an anime girl PFP.
Oh, goodness.
Kids just being kids, I guess.
But it gets worse. They kept sending these weird small pictures back and forth to each other, like cat-looking photos.
Uh-huh.
That's certainly interesting.
I was sitting there just flabbergasted. Meanwhile, Pooperson McGee from Committee Loserville wanted to talk to me, and I'm halfway in the Twilight Zone that I have the cosmos painted on me.
And now you lost me.
I stopped listening as soon as I heard the word poop.
Abstract saying. I'm just concerned about what's going on with the kid. It's so unlike him to be caught up in this tomfoolery. And of course, I don't see him for who knows how long because of the work at the office.
Have you asked his mother to check in on him?
To be honest, this just seems like you guys are overreacting here. Teenagers are teenagers. You have to give them freedom and let them live so they can learn. You only progress in this world by making mistakes.
Mistakes are costly for him when he bolsters the Trump name. That kid is going to have a lot of trouble surrounding him if he ventures too deep.
This was after you said the word Pooperson. I just want to point that out.
It still amazes me how you can give Donald an earful and still be able to effectively solve a puzzle.
Do I have to bring this? No, I don't. Yeah, I mean, it's just a skill you develop being a father of two girls. You're not going to be able to get anything done unless you get used to talking.
I think we're overreacting here about my talking.
I have to get over there, I think, but how?
Are you two noticing the construction vehicles and equipment lying around? Seems like that project they were referring to was still being done when the hour of joy took place.
Again, well-deserved.
Do I have to use this? Oh, wow, look at that.
We're finding new ways to get around the factory, at least.
And new puzzles to boot.
Remind me again why Playtime thought it was necessary to build a Chutes and Ladders game throughout their own factory.
Maybe it was just a flex on little tykes or something like that.
Using both hands in a banana split sort of fashion kind of makes me feel a bit vulnerable, like I have no way to turn around or protect myself.
We don't need to worry about that once we can pulverize Dr. Computer Schmertz.
Whoa!
Never mind. We gotta get through where the wild things are first.
What do we do?
Turn him into a yarn
Get through that
spoil.
yellow door, and fast!
You don't got to tell me twice. Jeez!
He literally just spawned there. This thing has Dumbledore powers now?
Of course, now we got to find a way out of no man's land.
Yarnaby is attracted to noise. Avoid sprinting and using your grab pack to prevent Yarnaby from finding you.
We're really back to playing a stealth game? Yarnaby just used a porta rift, and we gotta go back to puzzle mode?
No, I got to go back to puzzle mode. You get to sit on the sidelines and talk to Joe about the Sunday funnies or something.
Hey, you only said that because we're old.
No, it's because I know you read Family Circus.
All right, you win this time.
And now we got power switches, as long as the puzzles don't get...
All of a sudden, Kirby's Epic Yarn wants to prove that it can be a problem. That's why you were put in an SCP container.
Okay, I don't understand how it wants us to keep quiet from Yarnaby if we quite literally have to keep using our grab pack to move forward into the tunnels.
Maybe it's not talking about this part specifically. You know how we had to avoid him last time when we were in a storage room of sorts?
Yeah, but now my most pressing question is, why are we on an assembly line with meteorites?
Maybe Playtime Co. is like Los Pollos Hermanos, but in toy version.
I finally finished the rest of Breaking Bad, by the way.
Only took you 2 years. What did you think of the ending?
Honestly, the entire series was way better than I expected. The ending threw me for a loop, even though you kind of already saw it coming.
You should have trusted us when we said it was peak. How many things can both me and Donald agree are good?
And the last time I can think of such a scenario.
Now, the next thing we need to get you to watch is Dragon Ball Super.
I would watch GT first, to be honest. Yeah, it has its flaws, but there are just too many iconic moments within that series to just entirely pass up.
You're right. I just despise how they trashed most of the main cast from Dragon Ball Z, especially Piccolo and Vegeta.
I beat you guys to the punch already. I've seen them both.
Oh, you seem more of a DBZ game type of guy.
Turn this on. This yarn spool keeps making a lot of noises and then refuses to reveal himself. And how is this not done?
One thing about this chapter that I'm noticing is that there's a lot more build-up than the previous chapter. I mean, Chapter 3 started with you literally getting dragged by Beerus the Destroyer. And now we're just kind of exploring an old mine shaft.
Not even exploring because this stupid button won't get pressed until there's enough gas. How do I get enough gas?
Looks like we're back to the Chapter 3 style of puzzles.
Of just getting bitterly annoyed until you kick the computer and order a Five Guys sandwich?
That was targeted and you know it.
Is this it right here?
There we go. Took a second, but we got it.
Power up machine stations via hand scanners.
Because we gotta do everyone's The game thinks we must be Elastigirl or something.
Every game has its bugs when it first releases. Although this one's pretty funny because we're just hitting this like it's a TikTok trend.
You guys can thank me for keeping it unbanned, by the way. Now we can all enjoy the cheap dopamine effect it does to our brain cells.
Well, this one doesn't seem too hard as long as I can find the machines.
Really quickly, what do you guys think about expanding outside of horror games?
You mean on like the other games channel?
Yeah, except not awful and horrible in every way possible, like on the main channel.
I have zero clue what Aladdin was doing when he set that one up, because our voices sounded like they were cursed with permanent influenza.
Maybe if you started calling him by his name, he wouldn't treat you like a moldy soft pretzel.
Are we ever going to go back to the other games channel?
Barack, I really want you to think about that one.
The answer is no, Obama. I'd rather go through whatever fourth wall breaks we have here than talk like I got a melon growing in my stomach.
Rip to all the other games enthusiasts. Also, this seems way easier finding these things than turning the electricity back on.
So back to my question.
It depends. We have to talk to that thing whenever he gets back from vacation.
Anything but calling him by his name.
So once we do this, is that when Yarnaby shoots himself onto the scene?
Asking questions nobody knows the answer to.
I gotta stretch really quickly, so I'm hoping that little furry freak decided to take a nap.
For having whatever spidey sense this stuffed animal is supposed to have, he's really allowing us to bulldoze through this cavern.
So now we've been tasked to somehow find a way out of this steel production zone.
I think this will help us get past his barriers or something.
Can I use this thing at all? Guess not. Must only be certain types of chains you can hang off of.
Maybe we can rip the doctor's graphics card off with one of those things. That way he'll be stuck on Windows XP forever.
I feel like he'd function better on Windows XP.
I forgot how this was supposed to aid in us finding the doctor, but at least we got to spin some knobs.
Great work from the Playtime Corporation once again by making their factory also a toy.
You know, I'd probably blame the construction guy too, because what is this cable management?
Knowing how goofy the head staff are, I wouldn't doubt if they requested this.
Are we just getting dumber, or are these puzzles taking up a lot more time? I feel like I could have ran a 5-kilometer run while that was happening.
Yeah, but would you have?
That's why I'm saying could have. Doesn't mean I'm going to waste my precious energy. I got amino acids to conserve.
You can just say that you can't. No shame in that.
Well, guess who's going to learn how to run today?
This has to be our 4th time running from a monster. How are our legs not tired?
Does it look like I'm complaining?
You need to show him how to run a marathon, Obama.
I wonder how hungry this thing must be.
You think you can chase me down, Yarnaby? You got another thing coming. Do you think I ate healthy all those years for nothing?
Wait, that's a ledge, Obama.
You gotta jump for it.
Where do I go? Wait!
Oh, did we just fall into lava?
Now that I think about it, I think there was a chain up at the top that we missed.
Of course, you say that once it's your turn.
All right, so we're gonna follow the exact same footprint that Barack just had, and then we'll see what we gotta do.
It doesn't even sound like this little Tasmanian devil is even chasing us.
I think we just got a massive head start.
This was what the doctor said would be our downfall.
You got the chain?
Here we go.
No way this works out.
Now what?
Is there a door? Look
He's
for
right
a door.
there.
Use the hand, Joe.
I missed it. Okay, we're good.
Why is that thing making a
Wait,
bunch of
turn
noise?
around, Joe.
What? No way that just happened.
burning.
He got caught on the chain?
Is it open?
Stop turning away, Joe.
How does it feel, you haunted dog toy? That's what you get for trying to tango with the world's best security guard and his sidekicks.
And you just ruined it.
Glad we won't have to worry about that thing anymore.
You're telling me.
Also, do I just go in this thing? I guess so.
This place's technology confuses me because why are there cryo chambers in this place?
Oh, what the heck?
Lasers?
Don't you get tired of asking that question?
I hope you don't get tired of watching tapes, because we got another one piping hot.
I could do without the screen.
I need some help here!
Hoppy?
Watch the door! Watch the door!
What is happening right now?
There you go, bud. You're okay. Okay! Look at me! I'm a mess!
You're a toy, dog. You're cooked.
We were trying to bring supplies back up to the elevator, but we got jumped.
Well, it was going on for a while, at least.
They took everything we had. Right after one of them picked my leg.
How is it, Doc?
So there was 2 types of toys down here, I think.
Not too bad. He'll live.
What a drama queen.
Keep it clean. Could get infected otherwise.
Toy-on-toy violence.
So, what do we do now?
For starters, you two stay here tonight. Let things settle down outside. I'll find more food for you to bring up to play care.
Interesting.
When you're ready.
Thanks, Doey. Sorry we lost the supplies.
It's all your
It won't
fault.
happen again.
The important thing is you're both okay. Aside from that bite, that is. Hey, Doc. Let me grab some wound cream for our pal here.
So as far as I'm noticing, they still have the same senses as they did when they were orphans.
You're telling me they had a whole civil war going on down here?
Referencing the 3rd chapter, Dog Day did say that they tried to resist the prototype's control. He also said he was the last of the smiling critters, so Hoppy wasn't around for long.
Just seems like a giant war of attrition because everyone down here is mortal.
Oh, hey, Doey, what's going on?
This big old bread basket.
Oh, it's you! Is the doctor...
What do you think?
No, don't suppose he is then?
We did take down Yarnaby, though.
I've been here gathering parts for the generator. Lots of...
What the?
Oh my goodness, was he enemies with Frozone?
Seems like the sort of trap Fred Jones would set up.
Hopefully this turns off the freezer fumes.
Okay, let's not overreact here. You didn't have a heart attack.
I mean, have you ever been frozen to death?
I wouldn't act like that.
It is impossible for me to get around here. Traps like this are everywhere.
You notice his voice sometimes?
It's the cold that hurts. The big mean doctor knows that.
We'll put him in his place, Doey. Don't you worry.
The world's best security guard doesn't just sit by without getting his hands dirty.
I don't know. I'd say they're pretty clean right now.
Yarnaby didn't eat them?
Ah, and here you are.
Here I am.
Just as I expected. It appears you are every bit what the prototype fears.
I'd fear me too if I had to go up against the world's best security guard.
Rare quality. And never noticed. Funny.
Who are we?
I can't say I remember seeing your face before.
The doctor doesn't know either.
Curious. Why come back?
I don't know.
It can't be that a vague letter was your only reason.
I guess I'm a fan of Nancy Drew.
Someone you loved here. Someone you'd lost.
Well, Donald lost Mom.
Shut up.
Was it the pain of not knowing for sure that brought you here?
Well, now, that has me thinking. If this man was supposed to be the eye in the sky, how come he doesn't know who we are?
It was never specified what type of employee we were. I mean, for all we know, we could have been the security guard for the front gate.
No wonder we're tearing this chapter in half.
Something tells me I shouldn't even ask for Doey's help on this one.
This doctor guy is a really interesting character because how do you end up as a Trojan virus in the first place?
Considering he was the head of special projects, I'm assuming that he inserted himself into a machine for reasons unknown.
Yeah, because the most sane people obviously want to benefit humanity by doing some psychopathic thing.
I don't think he wants to even benefit humanity. I mean, he seems like that type of guy to get really mad if someone messes up his fast food order.
I've seen you get mad as well. In fact, it happened about a week ago.
You're telling me you can stay calm if you order a burrito and they give you a bowl? I feel like it's pretty obvious.
My hand just touched some super glue back there.
You can literally customize your order the whole time. How is that situation not your fault?
Because I wasn't there, you ingot. I DoorDashed.
Is nobody going to talk about my hand?
Then don't DoorDash a Chipotle bowl, you Nimrod. How lazy can a man be?
Guys, we're supposed to be combating the stereotypes, not reinforcing them.
Well, looks like we at least made it to the next area, despite the domestic violence.
They got fake hands now? It's holding something, but it won't budge.
Wait, when did you and Joe switch places? It was Joe's turn.
My arthritis was starting to act up, so I gave the keyboard to Barack before the ice puzzle.
Well, you better take it back.
Donald, stop it!
There's no way it can be that big of a deal to you.
You know how big of a deal it is to me? That's how big of a deal it is to me.
How is this real?
Turn off RTX, Donald. Nobody wants to see that.
Not until Joe suffers like the rest of us.
Fine, I'll take it back. Just turn whatever that is off.
There you go. See, that wasn't so hard, was it?
I might die purposefully, though, because my hand still hurts.
This isn't a spectator sport. You're not in the audience.
Not yet, anyways.
The experiments killed everyone. Including whoever you came back for.
Can you let go of my hand?
I'm not stupid,
Wait,
Sawyer.
he's freezing this place. We gotta get out of here.
Wait, what is he saying about Poppy?
Oh, so innocent.
Sawyer, you literally trapped us in here. Why are you playing middleman all of a sudden?
I gotta get that hand off. What do I do?
Oh, look at that. Poppy did have something to do with the Hour of Joy.
Are we really that surprised? I mean, what's the name of the game?
Yes. That would surprise me.
While the doctor's been yapping, I already know what to do.
This bundle of chords is thinking I'm just going to drop on my knees and praise him. You're actively trying to freeze us, you ingot.
Now all I gotta... Wait, I gotta get the hand.
How is this guy still going on?
Oh, it attaches to the new hand? All right, it'll do the job.
Once they had choice, once they were free.
I really can't take this guy seriously.
What the... Is this not what I'm supposed to do?
Is there anything else we can do?
I don't think so. And now it's getting stuck to the floor.
This whole time, was he just yapping about his problems?
Hold on, let me see if the game is just bugged or something.
Well, that hand really loves the floor, concerningly so.
Wait a minute.
If this works, I'll do a little jig.
There we go. Yeah, it was just bugged.
Welp.
I feel assaulted.
Oh, and then we just got to take that and plug it in here.
Oh, goodness.
Are we charging a supercell or something?
It's doing something. Actually, it looks like whatever was in here just got evaporated.
It's safe to enter, right? Not trying to get shocked or anything.
We must have on some anti-static gloves.
To stand a charge like that, they must have been the gloves that held the Incredibles.
I never got that part. You're telling me Elastigirl couldn't just stretch out of it?
Kids movie, Donald.
You realize the futility of this, don't you?
How so?
If it was so futile, why were you freezing us like some Publix meat bags?
He must have a thing for duck.
Wait, this is a gas mask? Thanks, employee, that's rotten.
Why does it have a temperature gauge on the side?
Looked like an oxygen level or something.
All right, so there's a diagram on the wall with numbers, and from that letter I just read, something tells me that we have to go around and figure out, well, something.
What do you mean, something?
I don't got it all figured out, but I'll probably piece it together after we explore a bit.
Is that a Lego stud?
Wait, that reset my oxygen to 60. Okay, so we're going to have to keep close tabs on that while we wander around these platforms.
Looks like our hand is stuck again.
Well, you know, I thought it came back and then it decided it was off to the Hidden Leaf Village.
For how much I like Chapter 4's dynamics, something about it just feels rushed in a way.
It's also just dry. The whole time during last chapter, there was a build in suspense the whole time because we were getting stalked by Catnap. Here, we're pillaging through a pile of bricks with a Dell laptop manipulating us.
Not really a problem for me, but I do feel a slight shift from the previous chapter. There's way more story. Oh.
Never mind, I guess they're setting the mood again.
About time. Last chapter, parts like Catnap and Home Sweet Home were really creepy. This prison is disturbing, but once you get used to it, it feels like playing through a TF2 map.
This should halt our complaining. We got another tape we can enjoy.
The sound of crying infants sure is enjoyable.
You were supposed to destroy Springtrap, not join him.
I didn't look at the title, so let's see what found footage we uncovered today.
It looks like he's waking up.
Dr. White?
Did this man get the Aunt May treatment?
What is this? Oh, no. They didn't. Those backstabbing traitors.
I guess so.
Sawyer, can you hear me?
White? White, is that you? Who else is in there with you? You enjoy watching me ride like one of them?
Samsung Head has a temper.
Some disorientation is to be expected.
Who gave you the order? You spineless cowards. After all I've done for this project, for this company.
I gave the order, Sawyer.
This guy again.
Peer. Of course it'd be you. You have no idea what kind of mistake you just made.
Oh, wow.
From where I'm sitting, you're the one who keeps making mistakes that need fixing. We gave you so many opportunities to clean up your own messes, but you just couldn't do it, could you?
Messes?
You think you can do better? Nobody else can do what I do. You need my knowledge, my intellect.
Humble, I see.
Sitting in there right now and not in Boxy's stomach.
Boxy Boo reference.
Tell you how this is gonna go, Sawyer. From now on, you're here to give the lab boys answers when they need them, and carry out procedures when and how we tell you to. That's it.
Goodness.
You'll be an open book to us whenever we want. So fight, or give in, or whatever. Because either way, we own the infrastructure you're wired into.
You'll die for this, Leaf.
I felt that hatred.
Dang.
His temper is a bad look for you, Harley.
Sawyer just got sunned by a man who probably eats bagel bites for breakfast.
You know that entire time my other hand has just been sticking itself in a vending machine.
No wonder I heard a conveyor belt throughout all that.
You're safe here.
Not if I'm wearing a gas mask. What's this? Oh, well, I did it.
For you, Timmy.
I think Catnap's cush clouds are starting to seep through the cracks of our mask because there is nobody else here but us.
I think it's more impressive that Joe's been able to do this while being a one-armed Willie the entire time.
Who will be nice to you? Also, I need a restock on my oxygen now.
Is that why we keep hearing voices? I feel like every part of this game is a small fraction from a Black Mirror episode.
Cool, I'm all stocked up. You look like you've seen the beaches of Normandy stormed.
Going back to the tape about the doctor, they decided to turn him into a machine because he was causing some trouble.
Something tells me that Laith Pierre is going to be big trouble.
What are you thinking?
I'm not as hardcore, snot-nosed obsessed as Joe is about horror games, but it seems like every interaction with that guy is always something negative.
So what are you getting out of that?
The monitor just updated with some numbers, and that was after I found it in the hedge maze. Okay, I think I know what I gotta do.
I know I just asked Donald this question, but what are you thinking, Joe?
I didn't even get to finish what I was saying.
So I think I gotta find every part here in that maze, and then using the anatomy board from earlier, we make some sort of code to put into that terminal. At least that's what I think. Work in progress, we'll see in a bit.
The wait wasn't that hard. Now you can go, Donald.
Eat a sock, you tarantula.
Okay, I don't think it's ever that serious.
I'm not a backup option just for my insight, a very wise insight to fall on deaf ears.
And I'm not a tarantula because you haven't gone to the bathroom yet.
What does that even mean?
Seems like you already know.
Elite reference game, Barack.
In other news, I have to go to this wedding, and I'm not looking forward to it.
What wedding?
Some relatives from faraway land or whatever it's called. Somewhere in Europe, I know that.
You don't know where your relatives are from?
I have to keep track of 1,000 people, Joe. I'm lucky to remember where you guys are from, and I still don't even know that.
Anyways, why don't you want to go?
Weddings are a waste of time. You sit there for 2 hours waiting for random people to walk down the aisle, and then you have to pretend to be happy for a couple that rushed into a marriage and will likely divorce.
Besides your 3, what other weddings have you been to?
You don't have to remind me of the first 2, but I've been to plenty of weddings, many weddings.
As many divorces, too.
Watch your mouth.
Things don't go right with Melania, and you'll be Ross Geller.
I said watch your mouth, Obama. Don't make me say anything about your marriage.
What do you have to say about my marriage?
You're playing with fire on that one, Barack.
These puzzles take up some time, don't they?
Something that it stepped up from the last chapter is the difficulty of the puzzles. I understood this after a while, but on top of searching through everything in that maze, no wonder this was charted as a 4 to 6 hour experience.
Geez, we've already been here for 3 hours.
And half of that time, our other hand has been doom scrolling.
That is a really good point, Donald. I solved this entire maze as an amputee.
If a one-armed Andy can fight monsters of atrocity, then I think Dr. Robotnik is smarter than this guy.
All right, so what's the move now?
Is this thing broken?
Is that another wire teleporting to the land of Asgard?
There's no way the game broke again.
It is a tad bit frustrating, but I guess that's what we get for playing it early. Besides, I think I'm going to need our second hand now that we're out of puzzle mode.
You tried to freeze me. I'm not going to be your pal after all that.
My experiments hurt us.
I got to resubmit this code.
Do you think Poppy cares about you?
Probably not.
She'd sacrifice human instinct if she believed it meant getting what she wants.
Talk all you want, I'm still going to hit a saucy dance once I overheat your power supply.
Only difference.
Is it bugging out again?
Would not be surprised.
There we go.
What does this even do? Oh!
I think it just hurt the doctor somehow.
It says he's still talking, but there's no dialogue or anything. I think I cut him off.
Serves him right for trying to play off this psychological narrative like he didn't try to turn us into ice cubes.
If I'm not mistaken, there was a brain in there or some sort of organ. I doubt we just turned him off, but we've been doing something.
Ah! You stupid rat! Shouldn't you be in a sewer or a police precinct?
Well, if anything, that at least woke us up from the past hour of code dialing.
Stop being so positive and stampede that rat like it's Black Friday.
You know, the doctor does seem to be failing at manipulating us, but if you think how all of these toys down here had the minds of children, it was probably way easier for him to manipulate.
I just think he's a stupid smartboard that's gotten a little mind of his own. Nobody seems to like him. His own company made him into a computer chip.
I wonder what he must have done to where they saw no other option available but to stick him into a virtual machine.
I think I remember Laith Pierre talking about the doctor not being able to clean up his own messes or something.
Oh, yeah, now I remember.
And they probably weren't wrong. Like, why is he laughing?
He's a creep, that's why.
Wait a minute.
What's up?
Oh, this burnt modem.
What?
He tampered with my hand.
Are you serious?
Maybe this was why you were put into a wizard box, you medical quack.
He seems to be a smarter antagonist by trying to disable us.
We literally just got 2 hands back. Why did you take it away?
I do admit this was a bit overkill.
What? Did we just get shocked? I'm not an animatronic in sister location.
Great, he put us in a gladiator arena.
No, what is that?
Guess we found our new enemy.
So we got to get out of here or what?
I'm gonna try. Oh,
Did
ew!
that thing just puke on you?
I think it slows you down.
You're right, I'm not running fast anymore.
Let's think here. What do we got to do to get out of this?
Start calling the doctor names until he stops.
Okay, there's battery packs around here and some switches. We probably have to activate all the cords to trigger a door opening or something.
As long as we don't get spit on again, I'm down for whatever.
Do I take this battery out? No, I don't.
Is that thing still... Never mind then. It looks dead.
I'm not the sharpest knife in the backpack, but isn't it supposed to be moving?
I don't know what else it would be doing. Oh, wait a minute.
That thing bugged out, didn't it?
That stupid sheep bugged out? How?
Do you guys want me to restart it?
Quite frankly, I kind of just want to stop playing right now because this whole game has been a buggy mess. We've had 3 game-breaking glitches in the past 5 minutes.
I wouldn't call this game-breaking, but it does kind of make it hard to invest into the game.
I don't know when this will be posted or edited, but we're playing this right after it released. So for anybody out there wondering why these bugs are still in the game, they probably fixed it.
This opinion may change later on, but I'm liking Chapter 3 way more than Chapter 4. It's like they took a step back in the quality and the atmosphere to stuff as much story as they could.
Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love all the moving parts with the lore, but it is decently annoying having to restart to a checkpoint every 5 minutes.
A bit of this is probably our fault as well for not giving the game some time to receive some patches. Half of these things we're experiencing will probably be fixed by tomorrow or something.
Everybody was probably expecting a really tense moment here, and they're just getting the back-in-my-day conversations.
Let's be real. They were going to get that anyways. It just depended on the timing.
All right, can we finally go through now?
Only took forever.
You're taking the moral high road.
And we're back to this.
Is that what you believe? Dear friend, let me illuminate for you an obvious truth.
I just want to leave.
Survival necessitates choices. Difficult choices.
Is that so?
This one is yours. If you want to leave this room, it'll come at a cost.
You want us to what?
It's this little life or yours. You know what you have to do.
What do you gain from this,
Just
Sawyer?
the slightest pull, and you snuff whatever minuscule bit of light still flickers behind those faraway eyes.
You would do this.
That brutish glob of clay would do it.
He would just slip through the cracks.
Do it. It's your mission. The door will open. Or is maintaining the veil of your morality more important? Act quickly.
He's literally not giving us a choice.
Oh my gosh.
You do understand. Good, good. Come now. Let's see which of us beasts of burden best me favors.
Joe, give me the keyboard.
Have it.
Here's where you went wrong, Sawyer.
Tell him.
You already messed up when you tangoed with the world's best security guard. You're already dead.
And it gets worse.
But now I'm coming at you like the Bay Harbor butcher.
And you know what they say about him, Sawyer?
Sawyer doesn't know what night it is.
Well, I'll be glad to tell him. Tonight's the night.
And here we go again.
Off somewhere. Somewhere. Far. Beyond this place. Beyond any place.
Not your grave, 'cause it's right here.
For whom does it all?
Well, we respawn, so...
Wounded little pup lifts his head beneath the shadow of the master's raised foot.
Check this guy's incognito searches.
Does that bell now toll?
I'm glad you're kind of self-aware because I'm about to corrupt your hard drive.
Show him what we're really about.
Oh.
Danger Will Robinson.
Your feet.
What the?
This thing controls other
And
computers?
he throws me.
Well, I assumed he could. He's controlled everything before.
And we just got locked in a jail cell. You're a snowflake, Sawyer.
He wants us to grab some battery packs or something?
I actually think he wants to bury us down here. These things just seem to be fail-saves.
Sawyer, I don't know what I gotta do, but best believe that I'm gonna do it just to see you fall.
Lock in, Donald.
Okay, so we go out here. What the?
Oh, don't tell me there's computer men running around this place.
I don't care what these things are. Once I figure out what to do, I'm sending these things back to Skibidi Toilet.
Why did you... You know what? Just focus, Donald.
Is this the battery? Perfect. Now I just need to figure out how to get back to the circuit area and fry this guy sky high.
Remember, we got those cyborgs running around, so don't try to get back there too fast.
It doesn't look like all of them are on, from what I saw.
This one is, so we gotta go back the other way.
Don't tell me they're all...
Couldn't even finish the sentence.
Neither were your organs.
Shut up already.
Neither can your Dell laptops, and of course they spawn right beside me.
This doesn't seem that scary. It's just the manic running of the computers that kind of spooks you.
You gotta stop that, Obama.
Sorry, I got really bad timing.
Oh my...
How does it keep
Obama.
happening?
I'm sorry, I don't know how it keeps happening.
This is when they decide they all want to wake up. Is that all you can do, Harley? Work on a peer-to-peer connection?
For being the doctor, he seems like he's really bad at putting together competent equipment.
Myself so far down that no one will ever find me.
You're such a beta.
Not you, not the prototype, not anyone.
You can cause all of these problems, but as soon as they start to bite you, all you can do is run away?
It's a crazy comparison to make, but I'm starting to think William Afton himself had more decency and class than you.
Not the time to get distracted. I think you have 1 or 2 more batteries to go. Let's just get to that point and see what happens.
Where are they even at? Not the time, you Mac computer.
At least I didn't summon that one.
Of course, they're all turning on now.
Just need one last battery.
Of course. That one even beat me.
I'm surprised we just don't have an insta-death screen, but I guess they thought it would be too hard.
I'm glad. All of these things are coming alive for no reason. Which ones can he turn on and can't?
I think it's the one with yellow glow. I don't know if it's coordinated, but try to
He's
stay
right
out of
there.
their sight.
Nice try,
There
buddy.
we go.
Donald, do you see what they're doing here?
I'm already reading the playbook. Once I get this battery, they're all gonna turn on and we gotta slide back into the base.
And don't look back either.
I hope you've said your final words, Sawyer, because I'm sawing that motherboard in half.
Look at what I said. They're
They're
all
gonna
turning
block
on.
us in at this
I'm
rate.
not letting you win this, Sawyer. Send all of NVIDIA stock if you want, and I'll just send it crashing down.
Donald, make references after we're safe.
Here we go.
Where do we put it at?
Right here.
It was going to be mine.
What was?
It was all going to be mine.
Just stop it.
My discovery, my recognition.
All this in the name of work?
You're a wannabe Twilight Zone cyberpunk character that I'm gonna short circuit once I come up there.
Is this the right way to go?
You're too little too late, Sawyer. All of this hype and all that had to exterminate you was McAfee.
That's the machine,
You know
right?
what to do,
Hasta la
Donald.
vista, Sawyer.
Now get out of there, Donald. It might
Look at the
explode.
circuits, Donald.
Get
Move.
wrecked, you Best Buy trash bin.
No way he's not dead.
They're still chasing after me.
We should be good.
That's how you take down a boss.
Get out of here, Timu Springtrap.
Clap it up, everybody.
That's where you're wrong, Sawyer. I saved us from dealing with your synthesized voice module.
Wow, the game should almost be done then if we just beat the main boss.
This is the fabled Omni Hand? We better be able to perform open-heart surgery with this thing.
Can't wait to see what goes horribly wrong at the end of all this.
And we've been playing for so long, too.
Was there any doubt?
Apparently.
Donald, stop walking away from them while they're talking.
I'm trying to explore.
You've done what none of us ever could.
Become an adult?
Given us hope. And believe me, down here,
That was foul, Joe.
worth something. Take a minute to catch your breath. I'm sure the others would love to talk with you.
Well, I don't want to talk to them.
We'll be in the generator room whenever you're ready.
I'm ready now. Let's do this thing.
This is not going to go according to plan, calling it right now.
Good. You're here.
Yeah, I followed you in.
You could say it a bit less threatening.
Losing the doctor, it'll have gotten the prototype's attention.
Uh-huh.
He'll be scared. He knows he's losing now. And the orphans are all he has.
Still questioning how that's
Now's the
possible,
time to
Poppy.
get to the foundation. Make everything ready.
We need to talk about this.
Uh.
We shouldn't.
Oh.
What just happened?
Just give it a second.
And now we got a hotline bling?
Ollie? You there?
Hey, Ollie.
What's outside?
Oh.
Ollie? He's outside!
We unplugged the doctor already.
I think he means the prototype.
He's outside?
What do we do?
You need to distract him, Doey. Please. Keep him away from here.
Without the generator.
We can take care of that.
We can't get in here. Not now. Just buy us some time.
Oh, boy.
You'll have to fix the generator.
Me? I'm not an electrician.
Won't have a lot of time.
But I...
Trust us, Doey.
Looks like we're doing it anyways.
Just get the generator working. Please.
We'll do our best.
Why does he run like an auto mechanic?
Try to gather the others. Keep them safe.
You do that, Poppy.
Ollie, if you can hear me,
Interesting.
work with our friend here. Aye, aye, Captain.
How is a child going to guide us to put together a generator?
I still have my doubts that this is even a child.
Now let's get to it.
What do we gotta do?
You'll want to open the access panel on the generator. It's just a little door on the outside of the machine.
I think that's it.
Is this what I gotta do, Ollie?
Well, we know what'll happen to the generator if it's not.
Whenever you're ready, flip the breaker switch. But be aware.
How do I do that?
Pull the lever at the top left, you dolt.
Oh, this one right here?
Probably should wait a bit. All right, well, never mind.
I don't need to wait. Shut up, Ollie. If a child thing like you knows what's going on, then the world's best security guard will definitely crush this.
You're not even listening to what he's saying.
I don't have to, Joe. You've said something more constructive.
It's done.
Don't ask me how we did it, but we did it.
Thanks to me, of course.
Good.
Wait, why did Ollie say it like that?
You did it.
Light work, apparently.
Thank you isn't nearly enough.
So now that we got rid of the doctor, what's the next step?
Probably going to figure that out now.
No word from Doey. Whatever happened out there?
Isn't he basically just a blueberry Laffy Taffy?
Sure of it.
Haven't heard a banger like that in a while.
Shouldn't wait anyway. Head for the foundation.
Got it. You can stop talking now.
Donald, you really need to quit walking away from them while they're talking.
Pretty sure you're upsetting everyone in the comments when you do that.
First of all, you guys did it too, somewhat. And second of all, we've been playing this game for 4 hours. I just kind of want to be done. We beat the boss. Roll the credits.
Yeah, but you don't have to cut them off. What if they say something important?
Then I would turn around and go back. But when is that ever the case? Also, where am I going?
I think you got to go back through that tunnel right there.
Let's just hope we're not under New York.
Is the doctor really dead? Because if that's the case, they put all that hype in him just for him to be Aaron Rodgers on the Jets.
Would have been a fun Super Bowl party if the halftime show was Poppy Playtime and some Buffalo Wild Wings.
Buffalo Wild Wings, funny enough, has some pretty awful chicken.
They're a massive chain. That shouldn't surprise you, not one bit. When a chain gets too large, they forget the quality that initially launched them into success.
Yeah, but their name has wings in it. That should be their specialty, for Pete's sake. Why are they one of the worst things that you can get there?
I think the wings aren't bad. Not the best I've ever had, but they're not terrible.
I'm just not a fan of the portions and the flavor and the wing.
So you hate it all, then?
Pretty much.
Sounds like an Obama thing to say.
Think about it. It's terrible quality chicken with a horrible tasting spread, and it's super small. And on top of that, you have to pay $2 per wing.
I didn't think vendettas could exist for restaurants, a heavy vendetta, but here we are. And we got more reading for the book club.
It's not the fact that I loathe them. It's the fact that they proceed to do nothing about their chicken. Nothing at all. I'm surprised they haven't declared bankruptcy like Red Lobster.
Barack, you're sounding a lot like Donald right now.
What? Why? Because I'm complaining about food? Or because of the bankruptcy line?
I wasn't even thinking about the bankruptcy, but now that you mention it...
Always loops back to me. Bully the elephant. Is that what you guys think?
Now you're just making it easy.
Oh, would you look at that? We got another tape. Very convenient how they would be laying this stuff around.
They clearly were not that confidential with their work efforts.
What do we got here?
After a brief interruption, we've successfully extracted subject 1322.
More experiments, I see.
1322B from the home sweet home.
Hey, we were just there.
Before said interruption, I attempted to detail the subject's condition and overview the suitability of one Kevin Barnes.
Kevin!
In relation to Project
Doey.
I thought the child at the beginning was Doey.
Neural abnormalities noted in Dr. Newman's report are detailed in connection to behavioral issues demonstrated within play care.
Oh?
Trouble getting along with others, aggressive and often confrontational social tendencies, and an otherwise combative nature clearly relay that Kevin is, put simply,
a Donald.
A problem child.
What is your problem?
He does have. He's reported to have attacked in moments of intense play.
So we're experimenting on him?
Tendencies raise concerns. The subject excels in all physical tests. Reflexes, reaction time, and mental fortitude all tested well above average in game station examinations.
I thought they were using the game stations to train the kids.
In Dr. Sawyer's eyes, Kevin is ideal for the project. However, if his use in this particular experiment is to move forward, we need to ensure we're not creating a time bomb just as we've begun stabilizing the entire project.
So what does that mean for us?
An experiment that can fulfill multiple assigned roles. We can't allow any single consciousness to throw the others off.
The others?
A simple misregulation of emotions means we have 900 pounds of dough that can shift however it pleases and can turn on even those it trusts, simply because it was overwhelmed by a stray feeling.
Then don't do it. There is a very simple way out of this situation.
Sawyer's word is law. And subjects 1322A and C are to be gathered for processing first thing tomorrow morning. Thus, all we can do is plan our safeguards accordingly. Yes, that's all we can do.
Well, the good news is that we now know to watch out for Doey.
I've been saying this, by the way, but that tub of lard was trying to deceive us with his calm demeanor.
As long as we don't anger him, we should be fine.
That's like making a bull listen to Playboy Cardi and not expecting him to ram you through a wall.
Donald, you've been circling around this room like a track meet for the past 5 minutes. What is happening?
I can't figure out this darn Tootin' puzzle, and I'm going mad.
This seems relatively simple.
I assure you it's not. I forgot the other cog. Give me a second.
There's a very good chance you may be the one that's causing your own issues.
Keep it on the kettle for now, because I'm about to cook.
Burning the place down is one way to get rid of this factory.
The FNAF 6 Classic.
Wait, do I need that? Yeah, I do. Hold on, the allegations might actually be true.
Did you mean to rhyme there?
We know what he's doing after his presidency.
So then I take this and... Listen, I'm not crazy. This game is just playing with my mind like a baby in a binky.
You know what? I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. We've been on the receiving end of some very interesting bugs.
Do I do anything with all this? Or is it just random garbage that's lying around? Probably the latter.
We got the chum caverns down here. They really dug so deep that they found a cave system.
I tried telling you buffoons that this place was harboring hollow earth, but nobody believed me.
I was also questioning why...
Oh, cool.
What's happening?
What the... We just got caved in? Let's just blow this place up already before it swallows us whole.
Why did you just do that?
Gather and plant 4 explosives. Do we have to blow this place up while we have rodents running around?
This place does everything it can do to hang me on a clothesline and let my pants sag.
What?
Like, why does everything need a key card?
Am I the only one that's noticing all of these pipes?
If a piranha plant comes out of one of those things, I'm throwing a critter in its jaws for lunch. Looks like we even got ourselves a volunteer.
Very interesting how they had half toy, half humans wandering around this place.
What a system they got going on down here.
Oh, wow. Just had to look over and there one was sitting in front of me. What the?
That's a critter.
Stop it!
They didn't
What's
like what you were
attacking me?
saying earlier.
Why didn't you get out your flare gun? What were you thinking of?
Listen, Obama, you don't know the sheer panic of a man when he's getting his legs torn off by a creature from the land of the lost.
Can't believe the magic school bus went through these kind of situations on the daily.
And here's the key card. Again, we're very lucky that all of these puzzle pieces seem to be conveniently in an orderly place from where they were last left off during the hour of joy.
Shouldn't be complaining, really.
We're already having enough trouble with this place.
I'm also really starting to wonder why tapes were just not put in a vault or something for safekeeping.
Explosives too, for that matter, but we're probably nitpicking the little things.
Those toys just violated your leg, and you wanted them to do a better job of making it harder?
Yeah, that's exactly what I said, Obama. In fact, I wish my leg was even more gross than it already is.
Enough chit-chat. Time to watch more Mandela Catalog.
Where's the TV? Oh.
Sir, ma'am, I ask that you remain calm whenever you interact with the patient.
Patient?
He's only been awake a few days now. In many respects, he's still adjusting.
Wonder what could possibly be going on here.
Is that?
Mom?
Is that him? Is that my boy?
Excuse me?
It is.
Oh, George! That's our boy! Jackie!
Oh, these are the parents from the beginning of the game.
What did you do to him?
Stop it, George. Just stop. That's our son in there. Our son!
Dear, look at it. That's not even human.
Reasonable crash out.
Talk to him. You'll see. Let's just go in there and talk to him. Can we? Can we talk to him?
Yes, ma'am, you certainly can.
Something about this doesn't seem right.
Go on in, whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I think you're onto something.
Can't say I'm surprised knowing what Elliot Ludwig was up to.
Jack? Jack, I want you to know. I'm so sorry.
Is that him breathing?
I've never forgiven myself for what happened. I played it all back a million times in my head, and I know there had to be something I could have done.
Well, honestly, you should have held his hand.
A little further. I could have noticed a little sooner. I could have. But we have you back now.
Do you? Do you really?
We can.
Who are you?
Uh-oh.
Jack? Honey, it's me. It's Mommy.
Mommy?
Yes. Yes, it's Mommy and Daddy. You remember, don't you?
He keeps breathing heavily.
Me alone.
Hey, you'll be okay, I promise.
Might want to listen to
We're
him.
only here to talk.
No, I don't want to talk. Get out!
Susan, I think we should leave.
Jackie, I'm staying right here. I'm not leaving you. Not ever again. Do you hear me?
It's going to get bad, isn't it?
The gentle voices lie. I know what they do. They lie, and they poke, and they hurt.
Susan, get away from me!
Jack? Mommy won't lie to you, Jackie. Mommy won't hurt you. I'd never hurt you.
Hey, open this door! Oh, God. Susan! Please, open the door! Please!
So what now?
That was, yeah.
Won't lie, that was kind of tough to hear. Props to the voice actors who really brought that to life.
What are we supposed to be doing again? Oh, yeah, collecting grenades or something.
That tape really knocked the wind out of our sails, didn't it?
Well, after the last tape, I kind of figured something was about to go down after we heard that one little rascal was a problem child in a rampaging pasta bowl. I just never expected for it to be caught on camera.
So wait, the tape before this talked about some Kevin kid that was going to be Doey. Now Jack is Doey? Which is it?
I suspect that they have more than just one kid in that thing.
You mean like a melting pot?
Sorta, I guess. They just mentioned two separate kids that were apparently Doey. And on top of that, each project referring to Doey always has a letter next to it. Like a subclassification, sorta.
They had a field of these people down here, so of course they were eventually going to merge two together.
I still stand on business that the hour of joy was deserved.
At this point, it's really hard to argue with you.
Oh, cool. Finding that last explosive was like searching through a Minecraft cave to find some diamonds.
Start the gas. This seems like a very dumb thing to do when we just planted explosives all across the lines.
You're thinking with your head here. Stop doing that.
Redirect the gas into the
Anything but
storage
ending
tank.
the chapter, like, come on.
I told you that we had to complete this maze at some point or another.
Let's see, so we start here, and then we pull this little doohickey, and then I'm pretty much lost.
Wait, I think the gas is already going through. Well, some of it at least.
No wonder why plumbers don't take care of themselves. Look at what they gotta go through.
We're gonna be here a hot minute, aren't we?
How's progress?
I could go for a delicious burger right now, the very best burger.
I've never heard you mention burgers before besides being a McDonald's fiend.
Hamburglar might have competition.
I said a good burger, not basic poison. I'm trying to savor my burger, not eat sustenance to have a stomachache later.
What in your mind is the best burger?
Local places always shine through, but if we're talking chains, I have to give it to Bubba's.
Bubba's?
Bubba's is not that bad of a choice. Actually, it's a great choice. Not only are their burgers really tasty, they're typically lower on calories.
I think I know what you're talking about. I don't typically eat out anymore, but there's a place in mind.
If you're thinking of good old-fashioned patriotism, you can't get more patriotic than Bubba's. It's like if the 4th of July threw up on a motorcycle with a bald eagle driving.
Ah, gotcha.
And it's the definition of being a true American. Now spray paint that on a Jeep Wrangler and hit a pedestrian on the sidewalk of a Birmingham street to be a classic patriot.
Why a pedestrian?
Why Birmingham?
Like you said, what came to mind?
You're knocking on hard wood telling me you thought before you spoke?
Try to at least resemble an intelligent man, Obama.
I'm sorry, I'm just so taken aback by the recent developments. Let a man process such a change.
So are you going to get that burger?
What? Oh, I'm not in the mood anymore. I might get a skillet from Chili's, though. If anything can be torn into, it's that.
Can you even eat a chili?
I want you to take a hard look at me and say your answer.
Dr. Umar would be affirmed.
You know, that's typically not a good sound when it sounds like the place is melting down.
Might want to check it out before we turn into Yosemite Sam.
Stop all of this ruckus. Turn down the generators. Release the cooling patches. Deploy the grab packs.
Or you could just pop the Omni hand on the scanner.
Way to ruin the fun. Obama can't be overreacting anymore.
Fix the door?
What door do we gotta fix?
Maybe the one that's tweaking out like it just popped a Broly pill.
Okay, so we got a gear. Now what?
Do we take it out here? Does it go there?
I guess so.
Wait, escape
Say
the foundation?
Less, I'm taking my hunger pangs and getting out of here. Wait, where do I
Try
go?
looking up.
Maybe to the side?
Right here. Forget this place. You can have it.
Things just picked up instantly.
You gotta be kidding me. Go through the hole.
There's no way we get through
Where
that.
do I go?
Again to the side.
This little weasel bit me. You'll pay for that once I get back to safe haven.
If we get to safe haven at this point.
Is the elevator going to respond?
Donald,
oh my
what are you
goodness,
doing?
They followed me. Get a life, you tenacious
Why are you not pulling out
toys.
your flare? Fight back, you oaf.
I was trying to be peaceful, but now these toys can have it. I'm out of here, suckers.
Well, that was just embarrassing on so many levels. What were we doing back there?
Again, after everything I've seen and heard about these toys, I was trying to let them just exist, but they were the ones that wanted the smoke. So I went chimney mode.
I don't even want to know what chimney mode means.
And keep it like that. Doey, don't scare me like that.
Wait, he lost the prototype in the tunnels?
Was he at the foundation?
I don't even know what he looks like.
What's that humming?
What? What's going on?
Is that a gas leak or something?
I let him away, didn't I? The generator's fine.
Why wouldn't it...
Whoa!
What? Was that safe haven? All the toys were in there.
There's no way that just happened.
Guys, something tells me when we get back to safe haven, it's not going to be very safe anymore.
Oh my goodness, look at this place.
I'm so sorry.
Oh no.
Failed you. It was never what any of you needed. I was only made to hurt things. My fault. My fault.
I'm sorry, Doey.
Hurt.
Oh boy.
Everything hurts.
He's gonna blame us, isn't he?
Hurt back. Always hurt back.
He's going to do a bit more, it looks like.
Scientists, everyone.
Let's talk about this, Doey.
My friends. He killed my friends.
Yep,
Called
there
it.
it is.
All started with you. You and her.
I'm just trying to leave this
It
place.
was you who ruined everything!
Well, here's the real boss.
No, that's not true. They jump-started the generator. They destroyed everything!
Is he having internal conflict?
I'll kill you!
Dang!
He's gonna be a problem!
Wait, what's happening?
You boofhead. Imagine being that strong just to take yourself out.
Donald, with all due respect, I highly doubt this is over.
Wishful thinking, I suppose.
And of course, the tub of lard is alive.
It looks like he's...
What
He
the?
transformed?
And he looks angry, too!
Is he a lizard?
Whatever it is, we need to run away and run away now.
Doey, calm down. Let's just have a talk. I lost my green hand. We're all suffering here.
Yeah, now he's really gonna kill us.
Reasonable crash out, but please just let us escape.
Screw that. Your breath stinks, you stupid wannabe gecko.
Less trash talking, more running.
The elevator's right here. We're good.
No, we're
He's
not.
literally
Do
right
something,
there.
Chasing
Donald.
me, this stupid elevator.
His hand's still on the thing, Donald!
Let go. We're trying to leave this place.
Get rid of the hand, Donald.
Let
what are
go
you
of
doing?
me, you stupid lizard. I don't care if you can save me 15% or more on car insurance.
Where are we supposed to go now?
Just leave that to the world's best security guard. I've gotten us out of worse situations than this. What the?
Did we just...
Yep, it looks like we fell through the map.
And the immersion is ruined because of a bug. Yep, still pretty convinced that Chapter 3 was better.
I would say it's one of our turns, but it seems pretty unfair to make you fork up a turn when you didn't even fairly die.
Yeah, I don't mind if you keep playing, Donald. I'm actually kind of enjoying the break from playing recently.
I really hope we're almost done because this whole chapter has been dragging.
Shouldn't be too much longer.
Where did they even respawn us?
Yeah, this has definitely been a spotty chapter.
Oh wait, there's a hand thing over here. Let me scan it before the Geico mascot busts up in here.
Were you trying to do a 360? What was that turn?
Joe, I don't even know anymore. I'm just trying to get out of here.
What we got going on in here?
Geez, it's like that scene from Holes. This place is a mess.
Remember, this was abandoned mid-project.
Seems like Doey didn't abandon us, though. He really wants to find out the hard way.
Freezing saw him? Looks like you were right. Freezing is the method.
Lock in, Donald. Try to familiarize yourself with the environment first before you make any moves.
The saw is right here. Do I just pull it when he's behind me?
He wasn't frozen, was he? He can just slip right
I'm
through.
gonna miss the thing. Oh, there was a platform under me.
I'm thinking that you're gonna have to pop one of those freeze containers and slow him down, and that's when you use the saw.
This is gonna take an awful long time.
Try to pull it now, Donald. He has the freeze trap
I'm
on
emptying the clip and he's not freezing.
You gotta hit the chamber, Donald!
Is this what you wanted? You wanted the smoke, now here it is.
Oh, that one hit him right in the gonads!
Come run it back, you fancy dirt worm. How much do you really want to tango with the world's best security guard?
Hopefully just 2 more times and he's out.
Come on, let's do this again. Do you think I would just roll over and let you get this win? Stop kidding yourself.
Just gotta get stuff done here. Nothing personal, but we got a job to do, and we can't have you stopping it.
Hopefully just 1 more time and he's biting the dust.
This is what you get for putting hands on me earlier. Take your medicine and shut up.
Will this do the job? This is the 3rd time.
I think it did do the job.
Let's
That was
go,
too
Donald.
easy for
What's
you.
my name again? The world's best security guard lays waste to no creature.
I know it's all fun and games right now, but that alarm is still going off. And that tells me we need to get out of here fast.
You don't gotta tell me twice.
Looks like this is the way to go. I'm just weary about anything popping off last minute.
It's a Poppy Playtime game, so it just runs with the territory, you know?
I just want to get out of here.
You!
How are you
He's
not
got us in his
dead?
hands.
We genuinely
are
can't
so
do
cooked.
anything right now.
All your fault!
You clearly got anger issues, pal. Something tells me you need to chill out.
I see what you did there.
Take that, you silly putty.
Something tells me you should pull that down and finish the job.
We could have made it out of this factory together, but you decided to switch up.
Can't trust anyone! The gentle voices lie! You lie!
All we did was help.
I tried to be better, to be who they needed. Not smart enough, not good enough, not...
Jeez.
Oh my God.
Wow. That's what you get for sliding on the world's best security guard.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And one more for the road.
Donald!
Let me have something, Obama.
Looks like we're finally nearing the end of the game.
How is the game not over yet? I need the credits to roll because I'm starting to starve, and it's been the underside of 8 hours now.
Slightly overreacting. But did we forget about what happened? I mean, a literal bomb just went off in safe haven and we have no idea where Kissy Missy or Poppy are even at.
And that doesn't even begin to discuss what the prototype has been up to, because if you think about it, Doey lost the prototype, and that's when all the bombs went off, so he could still be roaming around for all we know.
I go back to my original statement that the credits just need to roll. I've had it up to here with the shenanigans.
My back is starting to hurt too, but you don't see me complaining about it.
We got another tape to enjoy at least, and I think this is how we move on to the exit. I hope it's an exit into the main menu.
I wonder how our character feels after going through all of this.
We clearly don't care that much.
I'm not sure if this thingy is on, but I need to talk, and I can't talk about this with anyone else.
A self-blog, huh?
For the past few months, the fighting's been bad. Real bad. I've seen a lot of stuff I probably shouldn't.
Remember, these were children.
It's been hard to keep my head straight.
We witnessed firsthand.
The others, they look to me to know what to do, to know where to go. For a long while, we had Poppy to tell us, go here, go there, do this. And it all made sense, too.
So she was the leader before she got put in the box.
I can't find Poppy anywhere.
They put her in the jar, Doey.
I don't know what happened or where she went. But it's scary here without her. Maybe she ran, just like I have.
So wait, he got out?
I'm here, outside the prison, in front of... I'd almost forgotten it was all here.
The hour of joy was deserved.
Seeing this again, it's given me reason to think I could make for the exit.
And he didn't.
It's all I'd wanted for the longest time. But there are others inside. Others that aren't like me.
Like the normal stuffed toys.
Hungry and scared like I am, but they're not me. They can't go where I can.
They have to follow the rules of physics, Doughboy.
They mean a lot to me. A lot more than I thought they did. And having seen what I have, knowing how they see me, how much they need me.
Dang.
I'm going back.
Really commendable thing to do.
I wanted to make this in case I ever doubt or forget that. Just play this and remember.
We would have played this and Doey still would have crashed out.
Yeah, that's all. See ya.
See, I don't know about you, but I really didn't enjoy killing him. He had good intentions, but just lost control of himself.
Is what it is. Now time to go down the mystery pipe and see where it takes us.
Can't be any worse than where we are now.
Olly!
Wait, it's Poppy.
Poppy, you will not believe the things we just went through.
Olly!
Oh, I forgot about Olly. What happened during that whole thing?
I'm just surprised both Poppy and Kissy Missy are okay.
What did you do?
You're blaming me.
Why did you kill Doey?
He flipped.
Do you even understand what happened?
Yeah, he flipped.
Prototype, Did you even plant the explosives?
As far as I know, yeah.
Olly! Olly, answer me! Please.
Was Olly ever in Safe Haven?
See? He's fine, Poppy. You were freaking out for nothing.
Olly, something's gone horribly wrong. The safe haven...
Shelf ventilation block B. Is this where you are, Poppy?
Don't tell me.
What?
Stay where you are.
That's not...
What? I had a feeling.
I'm not trusting any diaper toddler again.
His voice is so unnerving.
Who is this?
An obvious question with an obvious answer.
In case we thought it was someone else.
What did you do with Olly?
right here, Poppy.
He absorbed him. Don't you see that?
I'll always be here.
He might be the worst one yet.
The doctor, Catnap, Mommy and Huggy, they're all dead. You have nothing now. No one. And soon, you'll have less than that.
Stop that.
He clearly isn't believing that, Poppy.
Poppy. You don't need to play at being stronger than you are. You can come home.
Come home?
How much do you know?
Everything.
Yeah, we're cooked.
You're telling me I did all that for nothing?
Right. All those years. Was there ever an Olly?
Yes, there was.
Wow, all that time he was a fake.
A very long time ago. Let me tell you what comes next.
I'm going to
You hear the walking?
and I'm going to
Find you. Your collaborators. The few you have left, they will be dealt with.
Yeah, buddy. Make the mistake of crossing the world's best security
What
guard.
are you going to do with me?
I've got something special in mind.
Is he going to put her in Pandora's box?
for you.
And this one, you will never want to leave.
No. This entire time. You've lied to me.
Only because you've kept
Missing the point.
So what are we actually going to do?
I've taken the liberty of retrieving those explosives from the Foundation. Thanks for collecting them.
Those are the way. I've put them to good use.
You better not miss, Octolegs, because I'm coming for you next.
Admit, though, I'm disappointed.
After all that time in your case, I'd hoped you'd see things
Differently, don't you understand?
It's always been about you.
And we'll harm you.
What?
What we are.
So this thing is crazy.
Truth that can be brought away. No, not when it can mean so much more.
What are we even talking about?
Prototype. Please.
It's time to come home.
Poppy.
What are we waiting for, Poppy? Let's give this thing a fight to remember.
I can't go back in the case. I can't. I'm sorry.
And you're just running away? Fine, I'll fight this thing myself.
She really just left us and Kissy Missy? What?
Am I the only one hearing the bomb go off?
Don't worry, I'll find her.
Can we move?
As for you two, try to land on your feet.
Donald, can you move
This
at
is
all?
still a cut.
There's no way!
Kissy, hold on to us.
I think she's losing grip. Can we
Keep
do
hold, Kissy.
anything?
Her arm ripped
Oh, we're
off.
so dead. We're not living this.
I don't see how we get out of this one.
Are we still falling? There's no way.
We are actually beyond dead.
Yeah, there's no way out of this one. I think Kissy is gone too because there's her hand.
There's no way we're getting up from this.
We actually got
Are we
up.
serious right now?
We might actually be a toy ourselves if we can survive a drop like that.
How are we alive? How is this factory still going?
How is this game still going? Was that just not the end?
I have just as many questions as you guys do, but I don't think they'll be answered until we reach the end of the chapter.
And now we just have a greenhouse in the middle of a cave. Does this place make any sense whatsoever, or am I the only one that's lost?
No matter what is going to happen next, this was quite the chapter, don't you think?
They introduced so many characters and then killed every one of them off. It was such a rug pull.
Okay, so where do we go now?
I think I saw a tape on the table behind you.
But that means there's still more of this game.
Should be ending soon.
Hi, my name is Leif Pierre.
And now
I'm
we
the
got
head of
this
innovation
smug
here at
brick
Playtime
face.
Co. If you're seeing this, you must be very, very lost. Well, rest assured, friend, our state-of-the-art laboratory is just up ahead.
How joyful.
Why don't you just go on inside and tap one of our scientists on the shoulder? Tell them you're lost. They'll be glad to help. All right. Let's be honest. You're not supposed to be here.
I just want to leave, you grinning tool.
Security, high clearance section of the whole factory. When someone finds you down here, you will be shot.
What?
Well, now we're dead.
Who's gonna shoot us, Buster?
Don't think you can just sneak away either. set off an alarm.
Of course it did.
Am I the only one that sees something moving in the distance?
Pretty nifty, huh?
That's Kissy Missy. At least she survived.
If I were you...
Does she look angry to anybody else? What
No
the-
way!
Huggy Wuggy?
How did you survive the fall, you blue slinky? Who are you yelling at? That door isn't protecting me. It's protecting you.
And that's how they end the chapter.
I can't complain about the last part. They really went out in style for that.
I mean, I'm just glad there was an end to it all because my fingers are starting to feel as fragile as Taki's.
You gotta admit, that was a really good chapter.
The story was way more developed than last time, but I also feel like they rushed a lot of characters.
Yeah, Doey was certainly a huge surprise, but for how much they hyped up the Doctor, he was kind of underwhelming.
I get what you mean, and I know for a fact that the bugs couldn't have been helping.
The bugs did also feel like I was playing an alpha version of Modern Warfare.
For what it was worth, while some parts also excelled here, there wasn't really a horror part of this game besides that stupid rat that jumped at us.
I think that's the downside of adding a damage tick, but I think it was necessary so the critters wouldn't insta-kill all the time.
I'll say this, though, the Doctor got served a knuckle sandwich.
Well, maybe since Huggy is back, they'll bring back Mommy too.
We quit 2 times and broke the 4th wall, and we are still doing these jokes.